Hello, hello! Welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Infinity. Last time we left off at the tournament tower. So we're going to pick up from here and go try to just curb stomp some everybody with Saddish. So we got healing here, we got registration here. Let me talk to the merchant first. What do you got inside your store? How many of these do I have? 28. Good amount. Fine with those. How many more super pearls left? I guess oh, they sell max revives in this game? That's sick. I'm getting a lot of hyper potions still. I got 12. Let's go ahead and get the max potions, though. I know that they, what is it? They up the level cap in this. I don't know what the new level cap is, but I know it's not 100 anymore. I don't know if that's going to be something that affects us. Hold on a second, actually. Wait. Before we do anything else, this is important. We're playing a video game, so the most important thing in a video game is to live out your fantasies, right? You got to do this so that you can have some escapism and feel like you're doing something important with your life. Y'all ever own a house before? Yeah, dude, I have a kitchen! I got a kitchen! Yo, dude, this is where I'm gonna put my drum set down and I'm gonna stream in this room. We got all the outlets on the wall. I could set it up right here. I have my desk going across right here. The L shape come out down this way. Then I can have a light over here. And then over this way, I can put my fans. And then down here, I can just have my TV on all the time and never turn it off. And then I go to bed. Yeah, dude, we get to live out our fantasies of just owning a home. Because that's something that you'll never be able to do, probably. Alright, there we go. We own a house now. That was the important thing I needed to do. We're good. Dude, it's got nice countertops. Good floor, brick walls. Like, it's solid looking, dude. I just thought about it whenever I saw how much money I had. Like, we don't have money anymore. Got 137 Pokédollars, the equivalent of like $1 and some change. Oh, I need to register, that's right. Everyone's doing their thing up here. My God, guys, hold on. You will not be allowed to leave until you've won, resigned, or been disqualified. In addition, you will not be allowed to use the nurse's healing machine, and you will not be able to buy items. Yeah, sure, dude. I'm guessing this is like the Pokemon Elite Four kind of thing. 16 trainers competing, which means you will potentially be facing up against 4 of them in total. You and your... Yep, the Elite Four, okay. This is what I thought. You and your opponent are actually the first match. Oh, who would have thought? Oh, it's Marcus! Let's do it. Welcome, everyone, to Trident Tower Tournament. I am Monica Moonstone from Hayesport News. I will be your host for the event. Joining me and our sponsor for the competition, Geralt. Also, I forgot to readjust my decibels for this. That's going to be a little bit louder in the beginning of this. My bad. Hello, thank you so much for being here today. The air is electrifying. That it is, Geralt. So now let us officially begin our first round in between Marcus from Dunestone Oasis and Bingus from, well, we're not entirely sure where Bingus is from. But we're sure they'll give a great performance. Regardless. Competitors, please meet in the middle. Nice to meet you. Nice to get the chance to battle you again, Bingus. Now that the memory of my people has been intertwined with this tournament, I have to be the one who wins. And again. For the battling, gotta go make dinner. And dude, enjoy making dinner. Are you gonna make enough for everyone else? I just got done talking about how, like, I was hungry and everything, and then you're gonna be like, I'm gonna go make food. Okay, so I think this is a grass steel type. So we're gonna get out of here immediately and go to Watt. And then, okay, that's annoying immediately. Let's just hit it with a Cinder Breath. Close by, I'd make you food. Girl, you know you gotta make me food because you always a snack. Getting fed every time we look at you. We're gonna get this nasty plot. And then Dragon Pulse. That's what you get for using Hyper Beam, dude. Don't use something that makes you have to recharge. And then here you are. We'll just try doing it and see how much damage it is. That is not a lot at all. That is a very poor amount of damage. We're gonna just nasty plot 2 more times, and then max out. Yeah, we'll max out our damage. And I guess just Flash Cannon from here. He took my leftovers. That's really annoying. What is that thing? Why was there like a Kirby boss here? Dude, can you stop with these guys? Turn. Let's save some Flash Cannon usage. I'm just gonna Dragon Pulse. And then a Dragoil. Okay, so that's the evolution view. And then we're gonna just Dragon Pulse again. Dude, Lancelot got a time to shine. Nice. First round goes to Bingus. Competitors, please head to the tournament lobby to update your battle record. Got it, Chief. Congratulations on your win. Now just sit back and relax until your turn comes up. Thanks for waiting. Your opponent's ready to begin. So, you're not allowed to heal the trainers in between battles, but I know for a fact we're going to go into the next fight and they're going to be fully healed with full PP and everything. So, whatever, I guess. Oh, is it Donnie? Dude, he's going to have a bunch of shiny Pokemon. Let the tournament continue. Up next, we have Donnie, the self-proclaimed shiny hunter, facing off against Bingus, the trainer, shrouded in mystery. Alright, trainers, make your opening remarks. Looking forward to our battle, Bingus. Bet you didn't expect to see me competing in the tournament. Shiny Pokemon love to battle, too. Dude, it'd be so funny if he has no shiny Pokemon. Okay, no, he actually has it. I was gonna say, it would be so funny if he just genuinely didn't have any shinies, even though he was a shiny hunter. Steelix! Dude, Steelix looks like... Steelix kind of looks like dog shit. Does anyone else think it's shiny is just kind of bad? Alright, well, that is very unfortunate that you decided to go into something that's 4 times weak to me. Gorochu! Well, it's dead. Dude, that Steelix is just gonna keep coming out here, huh? No, my stat changes! You eliminated them! So are you gonna bring that Steelix out again? And then just swap it out again? Because I'm just gonna Quiver Dance. Nah, I didn't swap out. I'm gonna Quiver Dance again. Oh! That's the EV bug type evolution, dude. It's so cute. Alright, well, hit it with Moonblast. Yeah, instead of lassoing the moon, I'm just gonna sling the moon at you. What a spectacular battle. Another rousing battle between 2 fantastic Pokemon trainers. Competitors, please head to the tournament lobby to update your battle record. Oh, this is Koba. Losing the Azure Flute of the Boros Temple. I guess this tournament is how I do that. What a wild ride it has been so far. Reaching the end, our next set of challengers are Koba, son of the Echo Rock Ego Elder, a trainer who refuses to be eclipsed by his father's legacy as he creates his own. squaring off against Bingus, who we still don't really know anything about. I really thought someone would have gotten me more info on this kid. Trainer, say your piece! My father, Howlett, has been training me my entire life. I will be an Eagle Elder someday. This battle is just the next stepping stone to reach that goal. I'll show you what true battle mastery looks like. Well, see, I'm gonna just buff myself and use, like, one move, maybe. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, I'm going to immediately Shadow Ball you. Get out of here. Okay, the Nidoking is coming back. You think he's just gonna do the swap again like he did before? No, he's not. He's actually gonna keep it in. Ice Punch. Shadow Ball. And then Hydreigon. Okay, that's gonna be a Moonblast special right there. Didn't even need a Sat Boost for that. And then Machop. Blast again. What's up next? No, we're not learning Hyper Voice. The Charizard. Ow! This will be neutral damage. But it's also boosted. And then a Torterra. For this Shadow Ball. Should have gone with the Moonblast. Would have been slightly stronger. Trying to learn Destiny Bond? I'm not teaching you Destiny Bond, dude. I don't plan to let this failure hold me back. Bingus adds another win under their belt. What a battle. Competitors, please head to the tournament lobby to update your battle record. Oh, it's Lucy! Man, I ain't got to see you in a long time. Bingus, I can't believe you're my final opponent. Can't wait to see how strong you've gotten since you left Hate Us Town. Yo, the first battle that we got into... Jesus. The first battle that we got into... way back in the beginning, whenever we had to fight Geralt out front of, like, Echo Rock Town, she was blocking the way back into the cave, which was kind of annoying. I couldn't go back in there to grind. But, she had a Dragonite. Alright, let's go ahead and save. So, she was back in heat, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness the final battle of Trident Tower Tournament. For those tuning in at home, words fail to convey the energy and determination we are all witnessing today. Our final matchup is between Lucy, Professor Wormwood's top research assistant. Her opponent, the mysterious Bingus from Parts Unknown. Trainers, make your final remarks. I had a feeling you were going to become a strong trainer. Professor Wormwood was worried about you, but I knew that was misplaced. Looking forward to this no matter which way it goes. Let's do it! Pokemon Trainer Lucy. Let's see what her music is. Dude, she got that Grimfowl energy. I'm kind of, like, incredibly terrified by that. We're gonna Quiver Dance. Hope I survive the first attack, because Grimfowl's mean. Oh! No Moonblast now. No! I thought about maybe buffing up again if I was able to survive. Nah. I'm not teaching you Tailwind. Volcarona. Do you think that might be a new version? Nope, that's just Volcarona. Okay, Shadow Ball. I'm gonna Quiver Dance again. Oh my god. That was a lot of damage. Phil Swift be damned. We're at 2 Quiver Dances, so that's just like double damage right now. We can be fine. Blaziken, Moonblast will be neutral either way, so... Quetzalsparse, it's a Quetzalcoatl Dunsparce? That's adorable. Moonblast it. There's the Dragonite. Okay. Dude, I'm so glad I went back and got that Oddish. This Saddish is so good. Wow, you've learned a lot in your short time here. And the winner is Bingus, the Pokemon Trainer Extraordinaire. Bingus, please come accept your reward. Bingus, you have done an incredible job today. we are going to be inducting you into the new Trident Hall of Fame, so you can always remember your victory here today. You deserve to be here, Yuki. Okay, congratulations, Bingus. I knew you had it in you to rise up to the challenge. It must be destiny that you arrived at this moment. Do you remember that artifact you helped me retrieve when you first got to Aceport? Told you were going to embed it in the trophy for this tournament. Here we are now, with you rightfully earning that trophy. Trident Trophy. Soon we'll be holding tournaments daily. I hope you'll decide to join again. Keep your title of champion. As for today, trophy, champions will be allowed to spend a few days with the show family and take pictures. It must be returned to the museum for display. Well, that's it for the tournament. Thanks again for competing. You really did put on a great show. Feel free to stay around and mingle with the other competitors and guests. He's just like, get out of here, everybody! You did it. Great job, Bingus. I don't know how you got here, but at least you got a trophy. Psychic, I still couldn't see my defeat until it happened. I knew you could do it. There's a reason I haven't been able to beat you in battles, because you're great at it. I was knocked out of the tournament and only had 2 Pokemon with me. I didn't realize you were supposed to have a full team. I was going to enter the tournament, but I only have eggs. Apparently, eggs are not eligible. No. Anyone had to win. I'm glad it was you. Don't tell Marcus I said this, but I'm proud of you. Great job in the tournament. I said we'll learn from his defeat. Congratulations on your victory. Alrighty, let's get out of here. Back to the main lobby, and then we're gonna go talk to Professor Thorn again. That trophy has a nice chunk of Arcanium in it. Oh, he's just staring over the cliff into the ocean. As you turn to the Chaos Shard going. Did what? Come out on top in some big tournament? It's incredible, Bingus. I thought I had heard Geralt fantasizing about starting a tournament back in the day. Good to see you went through with it. How cool that you got to be a part of that. What an astounding coincidence that the specific shard of charged Arcanium we needed was also part of the trophy for that tournament. Nevertheless, you acquired the last energy signature we need. I will go down into the lab, remove the stone from the trophy, and load it into the machine. Don't worry, I've got some leftover Arcanium from Echo Rock Town that I can fashion into a replacement to put in the trophy. No one will be the wiser. By the way, the plan is to send you home. We've got a few things we must do in the lab, but once we're done, you'll be leaving Ego. I guess the point is, if you had any unfinished business you wanted to take care of, you may want to do that before we bid our farewells. If you're ready as always, be in the lab. Alright, so down there, let's see. We'll do our save here. Because I don't think this is the end of it. Machine is booted up and ready to go. Is calibrating coordinates on your calculated origin. Gotta wait on that finish processing. While we're waiting, there is one last task you need to complete. See, even though the advanced quantum particle displacer is the most powerful technological marvel of our time, it's not perfect. It can only compute information from this reality. In order for you to go home, the machine has to be able to send and receive information from a small pocket of your reality to return you. The physics of every reality probably vary, which means a machine would need a way to understand how to calculate that information. This is where you come in. Figured out how to upgrade its quantum processing so that the varying laws of physics don't break it. It has to be upgraded internally at the quantum level. By quantum level, I mean smaller than the size of atoms. I'm going to shrink you. Don't worry, it's completely safe. I've already been running successful tests on inanimate objects. Scary part will be when you dematerialize and turn it into digital information. Yes, I'm basically going to turn you into a computer program for a few minutes, so we can upgrade the operating system. Come from the reality where we're trying to reach, it should be able to use your information, now digitized, as a means of upgrading its physics translation software. I'll load the upgrade software onto the suit that you'll be equipped with, use the engine from Palkia to shrink the space between your atoms, then use the reality distortion power of Giratina to turn you into digital information. Dialga's energy will help stabilize the process as it assists in synchronizing the energy flow. I promise, Bingus, you will probably be just fine. It should only take a few minutes. This is it, Bingus. One last quick adventure into digital space. After that, it's back off to where you belong. Like I said outside, if you got anything else you want to do before you go home, this is your last chance. When you're ready, just take a step into the machine. I don't think there's anything else I need to worry about. Mama, I'm coming home. Initializing space bending protocol. Quantifying biological molecular values. Digitizing. Dude, we're about to Mega Man NT Warrior. This is a pre-recorded message to instruct you how to upgrade the computer internally. You have been placed in the quantum confines of the processing unit. All you need to do is make contact with the 4 nodes located in the vicinity. Once you make contact with the active node, it will create a new set of neural pathways that will help you traverse. I have also installed a custom copy of Porygon.exe in your suit. Each node activated will also play a part in installing and upgrading Porygon. The pathfinding AI on Porygon is a little buggy, so if Porygon gets stuck, just walk over one of the new pathways. Every time you step on one, it'll temporarily give Porygon the ability to pass through solid objects. Okay. One of the nodes that need to be triggered. This one is not active yet. Okay. So I gotta go find the active nodes. I'm guessing that one down there is my active node. Node activated. And then do I just go up here? Node activated. Node activated. Node activated. Initiating extraction protocol. Was that some like Undertale shit? What was that? Obtain Porygon X. You nicknamed it Porygon X? Sure. I don't know. I didn't get to see it or really like know anything about it. Instead of Porygon, you're gonna be Pory here. How about that? Great work, Bingus. The machine upgraded successfully, and it looks like Porygon joined you in your return. Luckily, the extra guest didn't cause any issues. It looks like it actually evolved as it was transferred back. Well, Bingus, this is the end of our path. May not have figured out why you were brought here, but at least we figured out how to get you home. The machine has already made contact with your home reality and should be ready to go shortly. You know, what we've done here is remarkable. Groundbreaking, even. The power that we've collected from Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, we have essentially harnessed the power to travel through infinite realities. I know you probably focus on just making it home, but think about the possibilities. We're able to witness a part of Ego from 100 years ago. That's with Dialga's power alone. If all 3 forces synchronized together, we'd be able to step foot into any alternate time, place, or dimension that we could fathom. The wonders and achievements we could witness, the mysteries we could solve. Bingus, we have opened a door to infinite possibilities. I am ecstatic at the discoveries that may be waiting for us. Sorry, not us, just me, I suppose. It's time for you to go home. We've gone through a lot to get this point, Bingus. I must say, it's been a pleasure working with you. I wish the best upon your return home. I will go finalize the destination one last time. What the? Feel that? What in the world is going on? Whatever happened is knocked out the power of this part of the lab. We need to go figure out what's going on. Good news, the PC still works, so we're not completely doomed. Time to figure out what caused all the commotion. I'll wait for you, I suppose. Yeah, let me see what's, see what Pory here is like. Electric normal. Level 75? It's got adaptability? Good lord. I don't think I'm going to be using it, though, unfortunately. Alright, let me go ahead and heal up. And do our save, because we're in it. We'll do a save right here. Whatever out there is stopping you from going home. Probably some D-bag. Oh, look at that. Some D-bag. Thought that capturing the deities would have put an end to Thorn's schemes. After seeing you at the Chaos Ruins, I realized he must have had a contingency plan. How else would you have shown up 100 years in the past without the algorithm? I should know better than to think that I could outsmart Thorn. To stay out of this, I tried to stop working with him and didn't want you to get involved, Bingus. My entire mission was to stop Thorn from using the means to his end. Well, this looks pleasant. Bingus, who do we have here? At this point, I'm pretty sure the kid does too. I mean, you do seem a tad familiar, I guess. You listening for Thorn to take advantage of your amnesia to make you help him? Accomplish something more nefarious than he's leading on. He's using you to gather the resources he needs to create a machine that will distort time and reality. from a future in which he succeeds by capturing the 3 deities. In my timeline, he siphoned the energy from Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina to power his machine. The reason I know he's using you is because he did the same to me when I was your age. I am you from an alternate future! That's why his name is You! See what Thorn has done, hopping through different times and realities without any regard for the collateral damage he leaves behind. Need to stop him here and now. To be fair, you paint me in a very negative light. It's not like I'm jumping through realities maliciously, purposely disrupting people's lives. I was never manipulating Bingus. It just so happens that both of our end goals intertwine. Also, I absolutely do care about the ripple effects of our actions in the multiverse. I just see them as too inconsequential to affect my overall pursuit for knowledge. Otherwise, everything else is pretty accurate. That's why I must stop you. I'll protect the multiverse from you, once and for all. That's impossible. How can that be impossible when you've always told me that possibilities are infinite? Because there's a difference between cliche inspirational quotes and hard science. The very fact that you're here is proof that I've already succeeded. Think, Bingus. How did I know to collect the Arcanium shards instead of the deities? Why did I send Bingus back to 100 years ago instead of just before they excavated the Chaos Shard? It taught me because you knew what I was doing? Precisely. I knew that you sent your Team Fate grunt to sabotage the first scan. Oh, by the way, if you're going to try and take the moral high ground, you may want to stop snatching kids out of different realities to work for you. You're right, Bingus. All those Team Fate grunts you've had to fight have just been your rival. Teal, pull from alternate timelines. I didn't snatch Teal. They agreed to join me. Wait, was it? Why does this have anything to... What does any of this have to do with stopping you? Just been kidnapping his rival? Alright, the reason I knew what you were up to is because we've done this back and forth a dozen times before. You aren't the first. You to try and stop me. I applaud your efforts, I really do, but you should know by now that they will always prove futile. You see, once you've unlocked the gateway to the infinite multiverse, it cannot be closed again. First timeline in which I succeeded in accessing infinite realities was the only one needed to guarantee a flourishing multiverse. It cannot be undone. Every few realities, there will be a scenario just like this. You try to stop me, but always end up a few steps behind. I inevitably give you the same spiel, where I explain the insignificance of your efforts, then we of course battle it out and determine who's right. That's how it's always gone, it's how it always will go. So that's it. You're just gonna keep interfering in different realities no matter whose life you ruin? Right. Doesn't matter. What? Their lives don't matter? In the grand scale of infinity? No, they do not. Their lives, our lives, all lives. Really insignificant. We are but dust in the eyes of giants, dropping in an endless ocean of chaos. Those people's lives matter to them. Right you are, Bingus. Something you fail to understand, though, is just how vast infinity truly is. When there are an infinite number of timelines and realities, everything and anything that could happen... hurry happen. God, I'm getting tired. Dude, yapping. We are all just a microscopic fraction of the universe, observing and experience itself. People whose lives may be affected by our reality-hopping actions are worse off in a million different realities and better off in a million others. Our actions on a universal scale are inconsequential, insignificant, practically non-existent. In time, you'll come to understand that. I would never accept having a lack of empathy for other people's lives like you have. Is it not obvious to you yet, Bingus? I am you, from an even farther future than you already have your Bingus. That's impossible. Possibilities are infinite. How can that be? It's very simple, Bingus. Who better to work with than yourself? Over the last few decades, I have been showing up in alternate timelines of my past, in hopes of accomplishing goals more efficiently. I adopted the alias of Professor Thorn simply because I like the way it sounds. Spent time teaching younger me things I wish I had known sooner. I have created a vast network of alternate... God, dude, he's zapping. A vast network of alternate versions of ourselves, all working together to study, explore the infinite realities we have at our disposal. Every once in a while, one of us will rebel, thinking it's the right thing to do. Talk about being your own worst enemy, am I right? Alas, I have yet to see a defector succeed. Like they say, there's a first time for everything. Optimistic of you to assume that you'll be the one to prove that sentiment correct. Bingus, come on, help me stop Thorn once and for all. As soon as we put an end to all of this, the sooner I can get you home. Let's battle. Thorn. Poor choice, Bingus. You see, through our main power supply and network infrastructure were wiped out, the PC storage system is still intact. It's actually able to sync up with my multiverse storage system right after you upgraded the computer. Multiverse storage is an upgrade I made that gives me access to any Pokemon we've caught from any reality. Connected just long enough to give me access to our secret weapon. Behold, the creator of the multiverse, Archaeos. This is Archaeos, the one Pokemon above all, the creator of Arceus and the cosmic deities. Does it go to bed? Dude, it likes nap time too, so I don't know what to tell you. Oh my god. Alright, we gotta bring this thing down. It's got a high level. This is pretty scary. Just Air Slash? I should just use like Shadow Ball. I think it might be a ghost type. Oh. Lulu? Did you wake up? Are you tired? Oh. You're going down. You're going down. Comet Shower. Oh my god. And of course I flinched. Why wouldn't I, right? Oh boy. You live? It doesn't affect you. Fire doesn't affect you? What do you mean fire doesn't affect you? What the hell? Yuki? You're gonna have to just take this hit. And I'm gonna ambush. And we're going to cheese this. Why did fire not work against it literally at all? We're gonna go ahead and max revive Saddish again. Yeah, honestly, I might have been fine if I just did normal damage, because that would have KO'd it right there. We wouldn't have had to use an item. If Cinder didn't, just not do damage. Why did it not do damage? That's what I want to know. Of course, it one-shot me this time. I blacked out, apparently. Alright, Shadow Ball? Dude, why is it one-shotting me now? It didn't one-shot me the last time it did that, right? Alright, what if I just... Leech Seed work? She does work. That's handy. I'm gonna get taken out, but that's fine. We got Leech Seed, affecting it, so that's good. Okay. That means we're gonna get another hit in. Oh yeah, we're golden now. Getting literally just Leech Seed out. Good job, Jim, I guess. Jim had purpose. Then we're gonna go ahead, ambush, and that's it. We win. We did it! Is this what you wanted? It doesn't matter now, Bingus. Future you is destroyed our lab. We only have one other choice if you want to go home. It's time for Archaeos to reset this reality. In its place will be a new reality, devoid of any more outside interference. This is the last time I have to do this. So Bingus, I was planning to send you home. That was always a mission through all of this. The only reason it got so seemingly out of hand back there is because it had to. Had to be something extravagant, a big climactic send-off, satisfying conclusion to your grand adventure. But it wasn't satisfying, was it? There's still places unexplored, stones unturned. Such is the nature of dreams, I suppose. There's always more to dreams that we just can't seem to reach. If only we could stay asleep. No, we've come too far just to give up now. It's finally time for us to go. Don't you get it, Bingus? None of this has been real. It's a figment of our brain conjured up. Fantasy world that brings us a sense of comfort. A way for us to cope with the reality we fear waking back up to. All just an internal psychological struggle against yourself. I knew you weren't put here because of Celebi's time-warping mischief. We were always just trying to prolong the dream. But alas, the dream is over. The journey is done. Wake up, Bingus. An EKJ machine. Yeah, dude, this is what I said earlier, that we're in a coma in another reality whenever I was inside that one room the first time. Bingus rushed in after being found unconscious, currently comatose, but shows some brain activity. In case patient awakes, please alert parents immediately. They should be on site. If not, refer to the phone numbers in the patient directory. If patient wakes up, must not be allowed to fall back asleep. If not fully recovered, patient may become permanently comatose. Go back to bed. I mean, I gotta look around, right? Not yet. What's over here? Newspaper cover seems to have stories about rising income inequality and impending doom of climate change and the rise of authoritarianism and fascism across the globe. Yeah! Never mind, let's go! Dude, that's fantastic. Hey. Quit it. Oh, okay, so it literally just resets it back here. Yeah, they were like, no, that wasn't the right choice. Alright, let's start with you then. Hey, let me just... Alright, let's go back to bed. I don't want to pay taxes. Oh, okay, I guess it still just ends right here anyways, huh? Oh, and I'm still here? Congrats to the Ego Champion, Wormwood. No, read it. Being as reading this, that means we have more work to do. Come back to the lab. Oh? Where's my team? Trident Champion now. Professor Wormwood to keep an eye out for you. He said he has something for you. He wants to go to his lab. I was worried you forgot about us after becoming a Trident Champion. Just kidding. I know you wouldn't let something like that go to your head. I'm glad you stopped by, though. I'm just wrapping up the Ego Trainer Orientation, where I give new and upcoming trainers their first Pokemon. Just so happen to have 2 Pokemon left. Hard to believe no one chose them. I figured the best person to raise them would be the one that just became a champion. That's you. Charmander. It's Squirtle! I know they'll do great with you. Maybe they'll end up in the next Trident tournament. Speaking of, it sounds like the tournament was such a big hit. The cruise line from Kanto has docked in Hayesport City. SSN is a world-treading cruise ship. Cruise line, I believe. It just stopped at Sinnoh before docking here. Keep at it, Bingus. You're making everyone proud. So does that mean I'm going to have to deal with, good old Cynthia? Also, I guess I just force that on my team. Oh, I guess these are the new trainers. Testing our new Pokemon from Breath of Wormwood. Look at that. Getting to do their little rival treatment right here in the beginning. So yeah, Fire Dragon typing. Oblivious. Can't be infatuated. Serene Grace. It's pure water? I feel like it's going to become water flying at the end. There's a likelihood of added effects appearing. Dude, that's boss to get. Oh my god. Okay, I guess. Can't wait to see how you train these ones and try to battle them in another tournament soon. Oh, dude, that's cool. I didn't even realize the Ponyta lights up at night. I guess we got more to do? Do I have to just walk the path again? Yeah, because I don't have a PC box, so... I guess we're just leveling up these guys for a little bit on the first bit of the route. We got 2 Pokemon. How many do you have? Hoot and Bunnelby. Alright, I guess. Bubble should hit both, right? I guess rid of that one. I guess we'll try and get to Thorn's lab and then figure out from there. It's Nimbus Fist. Strike of Condensed Mist strikes a foe, lowering its accuracy. That's not bad. It's really good, actually. We'll just get rid of Tail Whip. Tail Whip kind of do. We need to get more Pokemon. Dude, where are my Pokemon at? How dare they? I should be able to surf, right? Never mind. Hold on. If I go all the way down, all the way down. Yeah, all of my stuff is gone. I guess New Game Plus activated. Let's do... Oh my gosh! Dude, these Poochyena are just the bane of my existence. Battling's crazy. I'm up here to buy some select goods, but I got the time wrong. There are new people to fight on the way over, though. That's annoying. That's even more annoying. Jigglypuff. Then we're gonna go ahead and send out Portal. Nimbus Fist. I guess just keep hitting him with Nimbus Fist. No, it finally landed. Oh, that's annoying. Yep, we're just gonna bubble now. Never mind. Dude, wake up! No! Dude, that's so annoying. You know how, like, I put somebody to sleep and they wake up literally the next turn? Hold back? Is this just, like, false swipe? I guess so. I mean, we can just replace Tackle with that. Oh, you want to learn Aqua Ring? You absolutely want to learn Aqua Ring. And then there should be a Pokemon Center here, and I can finally get my team back. Sorry, trying to figure out what Pokemon I want to take with me. I know how to be rushed, so you have to wait until I'm done. Never mind. Oh, dude, you're a butthole. He got his Butterfree! Oh, I'm so happy for him. I'm in the mood of battle now! Dude, what a joke. Well, that's just annoying. Stop! No! Fine, I'm gonna just do this, dude. Oh, we can play this game. Yeah, we'll play this game as much as you want, dude. Oh yeah, no, it's locked here. It does not want me doing that. Alright, scratch now. Now we win. Kip! I guess we gotta attack up. I'll just stick in here and just scratch. Well, I don't have to worry about my accuracy being down because we got so many of them. Nail flick? What is this? User charges up a powerful flick of a sharp claw or nail. Critical hits land more easily. I guess we can get rid of Scratch for that. We have Hone Claws. And then burn this thing. I should have batted you the first time I had the chance. There's a bunny. Alright. Oh, there's the Arbird! Oh, we're gonna catch you this time. Hold on. Quick ball. Dude, it's so cute. Arbird are sent off on their own mere hours after hatching. Left to fend for themselves, so dense armor keeps them safe from potential predators. Scarmini. Does this place still look like garbage? Let's see how cool your Pokemon are. I guess we're gonna Hone Claws. That is a problem. Like, that is an immediate, instant problem. Nimbus Fist. Please miss, please miss, please miss. Oh, thank God. Then I'm gonna Aqua Ring so we can start healing up a little bit. And then we're just gonna start spamming Nimbus Fist. 1 HP back? Are you serious? Can Predicants not miss? Okay, this is a problem. Dude. Fury attack, I guess. Leer. Leer again. Leer again. Leer again. Please miss. Thank God. Oh no, you just got that many Draining Kisses in a row. That's all it was, of course. Sand attack. Sand attack. Attack. I know exactly what I'm doing. Alright, that is the lowest you can get. I'll start leering. And he's gonna start fighting back with defense girls. That is unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. I guess we're just gonna do this now then. Dude, you got hit by 6 sand attack! Doesn't matter. I don't know what to do, man. I know it's gonna make his attack go up, but I really hope he misses. He didn't miss. Oh, thank God, he only hit 2 times. So that hurt. Am I good to just go up here? Well, it's good to know this place isn't just burning down. A bittersweet surprise! The fact that you're here means I failed. I suppose I owe you an explanation. I figured out a long time ago that all this was just in our head. Time is different here, so it's hard to say for certain just how long we've been perceiving all of this, but it feels like decades. For you, it probably feels like it's been about 7 hours and 12 minutes, just as a rough estimate. See, my journey started out just like yours. Woke up in Genesis Forest, went back to Hadestown, got a starter, so on and so forth, except there was no Professor Thorn. The hilltop used to be barren. My journey took me around Ego, collecting the badges, exploring the places, doing the classic cooking evidence of an ideal Pokemon adventure. did eventually come face to face with the space-time deities, and I bested them on several occasions. Went on space adventures with Palkia, traveled through time with Dialga, didn't do a whole lot with Giratina, that was a bit too unsettling to be around for me. And then on one occasion, where I did have all three of them by my side, we started a path on breaking open the multiverse. When working with just Dialga, it is difficult to create divergent timelines because Dialga likes to keep things in order. With the space energy of Palkia and the dark energy of Giratina, we were able to make the first alternate timeline. Had them send me back to create a new timeline in which I got to work with a younger version of myself. Knowing that I had learned from my few years of adventuring around Ego, I was able to help my younger self grow and progress more efficiently. In working together, we did it again. In making branching timelines just to explore and discover all we could in this fantastical world. One day, we hit the limit. But unbeknownst to us at the time, there is a Pokemon that is higher than Arceus when it came before it. I have named it Arceus. It can exist through all dimensions but prefers to stay in the void around our reality. Lays eggs in that void. From those eggs come new universes, and an Arceus to go with it. When we created the branching timelines, it started to disrupt the dark space that Arceus and the other universes inhabited. So Arceus intervened to see what was going on. In the battle that followed, Arceus reset our reality, realigning the timeline and setting things right. Before waking up from the reset, for a brief moment, I could hear my parents' voices. They were telling me to wake up, that they'd be there with me until I woke up. When I finally was able to wake up, I was in Genesis Forest again. I knew what I heard, and knew this time around that I was experiencing an ego wasn't real. But I went along with it anyway, because I figured if I'm going to be here, I might as well enjoy myself. Why wake up when the reality I'm experiencing right now is more comforting and enjoyable than the one that I call home? So I stayed here for years, repeating the same adventures, talking to the same people who always said the same things. I fought Arceus dozens of times now, and have existed in thousands of alternate timelines. I will travel to a time before young me originally arrived, and then establish myself as Professor Thorn, the new ecstatic professor to the region. I continued to do that for years, while still traversing time and space with your help. One day I realized I had to put an end to it. I had my fill of ego. It was time to finally wake up. I thought that if I could give you the adventure we craved, and with a big climactic battle, it would satisfy us enough to snap out of it. I hoped that in the transition after the reset, it would have convinced you once and for all to wake up and go back home. But here you are, yet again. Not satisfied with your own world, so you return to the one we made up. I suppose we just moved ahead with what we always do then. Finish exploring Ego and any other realities within reach. Since I've used our chaos to reset reality, we shouldn't have to worry about Team Fate interfering for quite some time. In this reality, you just become the Trident Tower champion. No one in Ego knows about what happened with the future you or the time-space deities. I also went ahead and returned the trophy to the museum with a new piece of Arcanium that looks just like the Chaos Shard. They didn't seem to notice, so I guess you're kind of free to do whatever now. If you want, come meet me in the lab. I have some cool upgrades to show you. PC doesn't seem to be working. Alright. I guess we're not done. I'll go ahead and do a save here, and we'll go ahead and pick back up on this in the next time. I thought that was going to be the end of it, but okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess we'll be back for another episode of this. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye for now.